Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing a video in my Boss Babe series. It's actually been a minute and I'm super excited about this video because I thought it'd be a really cool idea instead of just talking about being a young entrepreneur and being successful in affiliate marketing and everything that you guys have highly requested so much. I thought it would be super awesome to actually have a fellow like Boss Babe entrepreneur with me. So today,
I'm so honored that you asked. Like, it's so awesome.
Today I'm filming with Amanda Bucci. I'm sure some of you probably know her from YouTube and social media. She's also a full-time influencer and an incredible one. You guys can learn so much from this girl. So I think this is so awesome. I'd love to continue this trend and kind of interview other people and just talk to other people kind of about the way that we run our businesses online and share that information with you guys, since I know you love it and it's been so highly requested. So I would love for you guys to check her out. I'll obviously have all her links and everything below. And I want to kind of start off this video with her sharing a little bit about her entrepreneurial journey because I think it will inspire so many of you guys. And then we'll go ahead and jump into some questions we got from you on Snapchat.
Yes, and like I love that you're so open about sharing everything about your entrepreneurial journey and just like sharing with your people, because I think it's just, you know, I personally truly believe that there is so much abundance in the world and there's enough success for everybody.
Totally.
And just because you see other people doing it big doesn't mean there's not enough room for you to do it too. So for me,
I love that.
Yeah, and for my entrepreneurial journey, I guess when I first started, I literally had no idea what business was. Like business was kind of just, I thought other people did it. Men in suits, had no idea. I don't know. It was just like a back thought to me. I went to school for nursing actually. So I graduated with my nursing degree in 2015. And in the middle of my nursing school, I was super into fitness. I just loved it. I was learning everything as much as humanly possible. It became a huge passion of mine. And I still knew that I was really into science and nursing was going to be a stable career that could help people and it could fulfill me. And when I started to do fitness more often, I got on social media, I was sharing my journey, my Instagram started to grow, companies started to reach out to me about being an affiliate for their companies and stuff like that. And then I also got people inquiring about coaching for fitness coaching. And I was like, okay, I think I can do this. I'm still in school, but I think I can do this. And I just dove in, started doing it, coached some clients. It was awesome. I absolutely loved it. And by the time I finished nursing school and I graduated, there was this huge part of me that was like, this is what I have to do. I know nursing is great and it's super helped me become credible in fitness because I learned the science background, psychology, anatomy, physiology, all that stuff. Super helpful to have background in that stuff when it comes to fitness and teaching other people. But that specific career, what you do in that career, it wasn't really in my heart anymore. And it was a really huge, difficult decision to kind of leave that. And I'm sure some of you guys may be going through that experience yourself.
So many, because I get snaps all the time of like, I'm about to take the leap or I'm close. And I'm like, girl, you go for it. Like whatever you're truly passionate about, you can tell it pays off. Even if you have to start part-time, I would say that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people say, oh, I can barely make enough. And I would never say like go in full-time without having the income. I would never want to like steer you guys wrong like that. But I would say get a head start, do it part-time, do it at 5 p.m. when you get home. Like,
if you're not working from like 5 to midnight or whatever on your side hustle, like if this is something that you want to do, you will be so excited to do it when you get home, and you can do it on the weekends and from like 5 to midnight or whatever time you want to go to bed. Like this is your hustle time. Like you are grinding, but it's going to be fun. Like you're going to love it. But there's that like line definitely for sure. Like I usually tell people like 2/3 or 3/4 of the way to their full-time income is probably a safe time for them to take those 40 hours or 60 hours a week that they're working, and then once you're making 2/3 to 3/4 of your full-time income, you can give yourself that extra 40 to 60 hours a week, and then you know you're gonna make the rest of that up in that like period of time that you'll be able to get back.
But there's definitely, like I've talked about in my Boss Babe videos, if you're a subscriber, you know, there's like that hustle period at the beginning. You work.
Super had that.
Too. I've had so many jobs before YouTube, and you work all day, come home, you're exhausted, right? But if it's your passion and you want to do it full time, you have to do that like 6 p.m. to midnight or 10 consistently, you guys. Like I said in a previous video, I've been doing YouTube for 4 years and I'm only getting like paid for 2. Right. So like you literally have to be like, I know this is going to pay off later.
I think I made 400 and something videos, and again, like I've been on YouTube not 2 years, but it only really paid off, I don't know, after like the first 100 videos.
Yeah, and
or so.
I think when I first found you, I think when like a lot of people found you was your prep series, right?
Yeah, totally.
And were you just doing YouTube part-time at that time?
During the prep
almost.
series, I was doing it full time at that time.
Oh, okay.
But you know, what I was doing part time was fitness coaching, Instagram, and social media stuff. I didn't really have a business like. I had a business for sure with fitness coaching, but it was part-time when I was in school. So I was waitressing, I was doing fitness coaching, and I was a full-time student, and I was full-time prepping. So,
full plate.
Yeah, full plate, but like
Totally.
it was the best year of my life. I was like, this is what I want to do. So by the time I got to that place where I had to make that decision, yes or no, do I go with this thing or do I go with this thing? Because at some point you literally cannot put 100% into two separate things. You're putting 50, you're like half-assing both of them at that point. So you really want to make that decision and get as clear on what you really want as soon as possible, I would say.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
I think also too with you, a reason I don't know if you know, I've been watching her channel for so long. I feel like from the prep.
I feel like you commented on my video like a few months ago. I was like, oh,
yeah,
hi.
I know. But I found you so long ago from the fitness stuff. But I think now with me having such an interest, basically when I started like my Boss Babe series, I was like, who's gonna really enjoy this? Because I do so much on my channel, right? I do vlogs, I have my son, I speak Spanish, like I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me try to throw in another thing. But now that you guys have so much interest in that, I think I started watching more of your videos when you started doing like the sit down talks about how to make money. And this girl now has a podcast, lots of things happening. Like, talk about an incredible young entrepreneur, but that's what drove me to like always come back to your videos now that she's providing incredible like educational content. So after the fitness stuff, what do you think? Like, talk a little bit about your entrepreneurial journey into you're doing so many things now.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. So after the fitness stuff, it wasn't necessarily that it's not fitness stuff anymore, but I was fitness coaching. YouTube was growing really rapidly because I made a series that just took off on YouTube. It was really trendy. I was doing a lot of collaborations at the time. I was sponsored by a couple different companies, and things just kind of all fell together with YouTube and the growth of it. And it was great. And because I was prepping too, I was like, I want to take on less clients because I'm really tired. And I was doing it and it was super enjoyable, but I realized at some point, you know, I don't really have a business. YouTube and being an influencer is kind of a business to an extent. Like, it is for sure. Like, you're full-time making videos, you're full-time promoting for other companies, making content and doing that side of it. But I didn't have anything that I owned. Like, I was promoting only other people's companies, which is so super fun to like be involved in stuff. And I love the companies that I'm sponsored by, don't get me wrong. But there was something like nagging in my head. Like, I am such a boss. I have so many gifts to give to the world, and I want to give them back another way. And I also like minimize my coaching clients because I was focusing on YouTube, but I love coaching. Yeah, like, I
but that
love
must
it.
take a ton of time.
No, totally.
Yeah.
So I wanted to find a way to, number one, get back into it and then build businesses. So I hired a business coach this year in January, Lewis House. So I hired him this year, and like, literally, when you have someone keeping you accountable, like if you have a fitness coach, if you have someone keeping you accountable for doing what you want to do, you just do it. It's like, if you're doing something alone, you kind of, you know, you have your willpower, you have your drive, but it's only to a certain extent. When you have someone keeping you accountable and all these other people like crushing it around you in your group, you're just like
that much more motivated. Yeah. And having to check in with someone.
I started a podcast that already has 1 million downloads on it. I started a business mentorship program, which I already have. It's already made me, like, it's not just about what it's made me, but it's made me like multiple six figures at this point.
Oh my gosh.
Which is awesome. But it's like, I got into coaching again, and I get to help people create their own businesses, and it's just like, it makes me, I don't think anything makes me happier. I'm always seeing your post about like the non-monetary gains. Oh
like,
yeah.
Truly changing people's lives for the better, like educating them, whether it be entrepreneurial stuff or how to make money or anything that you've learned, just sharing and giving that back. Like,
it makes you want to cry almost.
Yeah, it's like you can't describe that feeling. That's like with my Boss Babe series. I've been wanting to start something called the Boss Babe Academy, and I've been looking. Yeah, it's so crazy because I've seen your posts about like Influencer Academy, and so many people getting their audience together in like a smaller group, face to face, and like helping people in certain areas. And like, I'm so passionate about that. So when I watch your videos, I'm like, we're like the same. I'm like, you gotta come on my channel.
Y'all, this is gonna be fun. Yes, you should definitely do that.
That would be like incredible. Yeah.
Yay! Yeah. So it's just been super fun this year, like building my own businesses and hiring team members and figuring out how to have a better customer experience for my clients and all of that stuff. It's just like massively, like once you kind of break this point of like, okay, I need to make money, once you break past that feeling and you're like, okay, what I'm doing is working.
Yeah.
And there's just like a part of it that just like goes.
So much
and
more
there's
to
so
go.
much more abundance you can have, and there's so many things that you can do. The possibilities are literally endless, guys. And it's not just about having followers anymore. It's about how can you build something in a community in your own way. And it's really, really cool. And it's not just about like how many followers can you build.
Right.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So I want to take some questions, if that's okay with you, from my Snapchat, because she does have such a successful story, and you guys already know kind of like my story if you've been a subscriber. I think a lot of you are wondering how to start, or if you only do it part-time, how do you manage your time? Like certain questions so that you guys can do what we're doing. We're not any smarter or more educated than you. I literally think anyone can do this once you pick what you're passionate about and like in your heart you know you love it. Even if it's not YouTube or social media, photography, fashion, like whatever it is that you love, you can make it your full-time thing. But I think a lot of people get stuck at the beginning.
Totally.
Like, how do I start? Like, what do I do? Type of thing. So, hey, boss babes. So I'm an insurance agent, and I'm a way to stepping in the door of being an entrepreneur. Sometimes I get so stressed out and upset. What are some tips to help keep myself from getting so stressed out easily and keep a positive attitude so I'm able to achieve my goals?
That's such a good question. I love that. So I think when you're getting stressed out and anxious, number one, that's so normal, because when you're working for yourself, you have 1,000 things you could possibly be doing, and like you feel like there's always something to do. So even when you're going to bed, you're just like, there's still stuff to do. It's not like your day ends. It's just, it's like so much momentum. So honestly, give yourself like something that really helped me was giving myself 2 or 3 main tasks to get completed, like mission critical tasks for the day. So you don't feel like you have to do everything, but the main things are gonna move your needle forward the most, that'll help your bottom line the most. And just really focus on those, and then give yourself the grace of like doing the rest of your things like the next day, and really organizing your time like that.
Yeah, I like personally too to write down everything. What am I gonna do today? I literally go through and check it off. And like I can't go on Netflix or do anything else till the major things are done. Like do something that you know is gonna push you forward in your business or help you succeed even more. Because if you just kind of do busy work all day, you're the one who's not gonna be benefiting. Like your business is not
do the hard, really annoying stuff.
Yeah, like get it out of the way early. All right, so Vanessa asked, was it hard to make the initial leap into being your own boss or making your YouTube videos? And if it was, what made you finally get the chance to get started?
So was it hard to?
So we kind of talked about this, but you were saying like pay-wise too, when you know it's like almost enough and you might have to scale back on some things that you buy because maybe your income's like right on the line. But if you love it, like you, at some point you just got to take that leap.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There's like, the leap is like the scariest thing you could possibly do. And it's like, there's so much resistance holding you back every single time you do something really scary. And you're just like, but this could happen, but this is scary, but I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm not good enough, but. And like, all of these things are every single thing in your head that's holding you back. But if you just take 5 seconds and be like, but screw those things, and then just do it, all of the amazing things will happen.
Yeah. Think about the positive things that could happen, because if you sit there and do nothing, your business is never going to grow. Another year is going to go by, and then you're going to be like, oh, maybe I should start YouTube now. As to where if you would have started 4 years ago, I mean, don't get me wrong, like people still ask, oh, is it too late to start? I'm just finding out now. Today is the best day. Start as soon as you can, but you don't want 6 months, a year to go by and you're like, I could have started a year ago.
Totally.
You know, just get the ball rolling, especially with so many incredible, like I feel like I follow so many like boss babes on Instagram and stuff. So many people these days give out free educational info, you know, in like the long captions, and like if you follow the right people, they give you the tips and tricks to succeed for free.
Oh,
like you can figure out if you're lost on how to post or you're not good with social media. There's so much info out there for you to learn if you just like navigate your way through social media properly.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah, follow the right people.
Do you see yourself competing, or what's your future in fitness?
Oh, that's a good question. My future in fitness is definitely, I still want to be in fitness as much as possible, because I think fitness is like the foundation for a positive, high quality life. Like even with business, if you're not healthy, you're just missing that part of your life. There's like a huge part of what you're doing that's missing that could be so much more enhanced, right? So I want to just be an advocate for mental health, physical health, health and wellness, just like really focusing on that aspect of it and helping guide people to become their best self in one way or another, whether it's business, whether it's fitness, but really just focusing on like the overall body and the overall like quality of life. So that's really going to be my focus in the way that'll show up in my businesses. I got lots of plans, so stay tuned.
And you can't do your job well, or like for me, be a good parent or anything if you don't feel healthy, if you don't have energy. So So even if you're not at the competition level, obviously to live like as healthy as possible is the best.
Yeah.
Okay, someone said, is it hard working as a young YouTuber or self-made with all the judgment of YouTube not being a real job?
Ooh.
Go get a real job.
Super good question.
How many times have we all heard that, right?
Ooh, fun.
Oh my gosh, the lengthy
Or like,
response.
what do you have to do? Go to the gym for your job today?
You
That
guys,
must
I
be
can
nice.
tell you, I work 10 times harder than I did for myself because I'm hard on myself and I want to advance than I did for any retail boss. I never, of course you don't work till midnight for retail bosses. I'm up doing emails and all this till 1 or 2 a.m. and like you, and personally, I think you invest so much more because it's your business, your brand, you believe in it. But it is not a walk in the park, and people who think making videos or social media, like, oh, just go get a real job, I can't even deal with it because like you have no idea the effort and the time. Like with you running, I don't have a podcast yet or anything, with you running like 5 things. How do you think, if someone says get a real job, it's like you're insulted because you put so much work into your brand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have like a team of 6 or 7 people now, or it's not just me, like I am but this is only this year, so if like you're just getting started on YouTube and you have like an online business and so far the only place that you're showing up is YouTube, and then for your clients online, totally can be confusing. Influencers, YouTubers, you know, all of this stuff is really, really new still in society. Like it's not really accepted yet. It's so new. Like technology is new. It's changing a million miles a second. So if you're one of those people that's in front of everybody else, especially like the generation of people who aren't used to being online constantly, like we are, like millennials, we're here, we're on it. Like you see us talking about it, and obviously we can do it, and you're like, I can too, but my parents might not get it. It's okay. My mom didn't get it at first either. She was just like, what?
Oh my gosh, my dad either.
Yeah.
He was like, go back to school.
I know, my mom was like, you should probably finish, you know, and be a nurse. And I was like, but now she works for me.
I was gonna say, I heard that in your videos. How awesome to come back in a year or two and be like, look what I've grown.
Yeah.
You know, because like my parents didn't get it either. My dad he's a lawyer, and he's
My dad's a lawyer too. That's funny.
Oh yeah? Countless hours of school, right? He's like, you need to go back to college. And I told him, I was like, Dad, like at this point I'm making pretty much, if I were to graduate, and my friends who have that job in their degree, I'm making the same amount or more, and I don't have all those student loans. Like I personally, I love learning, but I don't think school or college specifically is for everyone. And if you're not happy in the learning environment, why push yourself through there when it's so pricey?
There's so
and
many
you're not
things
even
you
happy.
can learn nowadays, like online, and you can take courses and stuff. And yeah, like if you want to get a job and you need to have a degree in order to accept that job, that is definitely a reason to go get a formal education. But if there's something that you want to do and you know it's an entrepreneurial venture, totally don't have to get.
Yeah.
You don't have
I'm trying to think all the people who Lewis has interviewed and like other people I've seen on YouTube with millions of subscribers, no degrees.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And if you're going for one and like you're almost there, by all means, and you love it, graduate. Like that is a humongous accomplishment. I'll never be able to say I did that. I'll be able to say I did other things that I'm so proud of, but like if learning is your shit, you do it. But I'm just saying, like, you can achieve so much. Don't let someone tell you because you don't have that formal education, you're not going to go anywhere. Because I know certain people from my hometown who graduated and they're not really doing much with their life.
Totally.
Not in a mean way, but that's just, you know, that's just
well,
how
you
it
have
is.
like a cap too, and you get a regular job, which is, you know, again, there's so many people that are happy in certain types of jobs, and like, it's not like entrepreneurship is not for everybody. It's really not. So if you're listening to this video and you're like, that doesn't really resonate with me, trust in your heart that that doesn't resonate with you, and it's okay. But if it does resonate with you, just know that if you're in a position where you feel like you have to stay doing something that you don't necessarily love doing or like doing, you feel like you don't see yourself doing in the near future or long term at all, there's a reason for that. Like, trust your intuition.
Okay, you guys, so I think that's all the questions we're gonna take, just because I have about 20 sitting here, but we wanna save the rest for her channel. So be sure to click the continuation of this video on her page. I'll have the link down below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoy the business talk and everything like that. She also has tons of videos on these topics on her page, which are super educational. So be sure you're subscribed to us both. You're already sitting down at your computer. Just click the link below. Move on to the next video. It'll be on her channel. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one. Bye, guys.